Hello, hello. How are you doing with your nice? How are you doing with your social distancing there, Mike?
Doing all right, I guess. Yeah.
Good.
Besides having to go to work and working at a health center, but luckily we're just doing the lower level, so there's no sick people that go into that area.
Well, good. Okay.
Well, you know what you need to do, Mike.
Make money, motherfuckers.
Too many people using Pornhub right now with their social distancing.
Oh, yeah. That'll happen. Okay, let me get my notes.
Do you think that's really gone up?
Oh, I bet it has.
I see.
More people are staying home.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't mean like more people are going to be using porn. Like,
Yeah, it kind of does.
does?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I mean, this is all staying in because it's amazing. So,
Okay.
it's the Watchers on the Couch. Live from Onyx Edge Quarantine Satellite Studios, I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Sarah Pickerel.
And I'm Mike Daffron.
And welcome to Watchers on the Couch Westworld Edition. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it is.
It has been a minute. Mike's picture is
Yeah.
very small.
It's been 2 years.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
Well, it's been 2 years for Westworld. It's only been 1 year since. It's been 1 year since we've done this pod. Yeah, we did Game of Thrones last year.
Right. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I was
You were thinking of
Westworld.
Westworld specifically. Yeah, it's been a while. Been a minute.
So yeah, in case you are binging Westworld and our podcast way in the future, we are in the midst of coronavirus season. So we are doing our social distancing. Sarah and I are in the studio. Mike is in his studio.
Yep.
We're Skyping in.
The wonders of technology.
It is pretty cool.
Saves me a trip.
Yeah,
That's true.
That is true.
We tested it out for what was the last show we did, Mike? Watchmen. That was it.
Yeah.
And it worked out pretty well. Who knew that we would have to do it for health reasons?
Yeah.
But at any rate, we're going to recap and discuss Season 3 of Westworld. Today, we're going to dive into Episode 1, Parky Domine.
Is that how you say it?
I'm assuming it's Parce Domine. Is that wrong, too?
I don't know. I think it's Parce, Domine.
I would assume if it's Latin, it's Parce Domine. I
Yeah.
could be wrong. What do I know? Do you guys know what it means?
Spare Lord.
Spare
so
Lord?
there's like a parable or something. Spare your people, be not angry with us forever.
So that sounds right. Unfortunately, Mike, that is wrong. I put Parce Domine into Google Translate. Apparently, it translates into Better Call Aaron Paul. And
He's not even in that show
but it works.
yet. Yeah. So basically, that means, Dolores, don't be mad at us humans forever.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's going to be her link to humanity. Old Caleb.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
Or is he
I
just
don't know
going to
if
be
that's
like,
going to change her at all. I mean, she does think she's a fucking god now, so...
or is he just going to be like, humans do suck. I want to be a robot. Make me a robot.
Maybe? He is a robot.
Turn me into a brain ball.
It's very meta.
He's a host. Don't you know?
Well, maybe that guy at the party was right. Maybe everything is fake and it's I don't know.
Simulation
inside of a simulation.
Well, we're jumping around all over the place.
I like
Let's rewind a little bit. So where last we left our robot overlords, Dolores in the body of Charlotte Hale leaves the park with a bag full of brain balls. After killing Bernard.
Yep.
Sails for the mainland, and then we see all of a sudden she's back in her body after building a Bernard with the Charlotte Hale robot still at her side, who we assume is Teddy. And that's... we won't touch on the Man in Black part because he hasn't been introduced this season yet. So jumping in to this episode, we get the cold open. Oh, sorry, Mike, go ahead.
Why do you assume that it's Teddy?
I just assume it's Teddy.
Oh, but he went to the Valley Beyond.
Yeah, but she still had his brain ball.
You don't know that.
Okay.
I guess, who knows?
So
we'll find out.
Well, yeah, we have to... I mean, she took 5 brain balls in particular, right?
Well, whoever she took is loyal to her.
Yeah.
You know, so...
Teddy.
There's just 5 Teddys.
You saw me, and you love me.
But Teddy's kind of a pussy. I don't see him being like, head of the corporate, being able to pull that off.
Well, I mean, he was murder Teddy for a little bit.
See, I would see him being more like that Scarface dude.
Scarface dude. Who's the Scarface
Yeah, I
dude?
forgot his name. He's Dolores killed him, and then she made another one of him.
I don't remember this person
I don't either. I'm sorry.
Man, we should have watched the season finale.
He's a good actor. He has a scar on his face. I forgot his name. He's been in Sons of Anarchy. God damn it.
Was he one of the
He
Skarsgårds?
was the guy that protected Liam.
Oh, Martin Collin? The security guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
his name's Martin Collin. And
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. In the show. He has a scar on his face?
Yeah.
I didn't notice it.
It's because he's just super sexy, even with that scar.
He's a silver fox, if I've ever seen one.
I still don't know who we're talking about, so...
In this episode, Liam Dempsey is the son of the...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the security guy who was like the silver fox guy that was looking over him.
Oh, I see. We're saying Teddy is that guy.
Is that what you were saying?
I think that's what Mike was saying.
Mike?
Yeah, I could see him being more in that position.
Sure.
Although I know it's Armistice, so... Snake face turns into Scarface.
Yes,
so.
Armistice. Yes, that makes sense. Okay.
Anyway,
All
sorry,
right.
Tim.
Sure. So, we cold open with Dolores shortly after being on the mainland, I suppose, blackmailing and killing some billionaire named Jerry, and get some confidential files from Jerry's previous employer, Insight.
I don't know if it was his employer or if he actually created it, but he had some...
Well, he didn't create it. The one dude's dad created it.
Okay. Well, he had some serious information and lots of money, and she just basically helped herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you need money in this world, and you get an automated assistant that negotiates leases for you just on the fly. Mm-hmm. Which is awesome. Like, hey, rent me a room here. Okay. Done.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Have a drink. Like, so far, I'm digging this world a lot.
I will say that this world is a little scary in that it's very reminiscent of Black Mirror. In some ways. There are, especially with Caleb's arc and what he deals with. There are a couple of instances of things, and when we get to that point, I want to point them out, but it's very weird. Very, this could actually happen.
So there's a lot of people that are thinking, well, maybe this all is a simulation and stuff. I don't think it's a simulation, but I think it's something that's very similar to a simulation. I think the whole world is basically under an extreme augmented reality. Like when you have that implant from Insight, I think it can do more than just it makes you feel nice. Like the mellow sunset and the soaring eagle or whatever, all the different lists of things that there were that you can take.
Yeah.
Well, also with this very opening scene,
yes,
it's showing you that your reality can be so augmented that you think you're going to go attack a person Well, so if you can take over basically almost all of your senses,
Mm-hmm.
you can make anybody believe that anything is happening.
Okay.
You could be like if you took over somebody's vision, if you're able to manipulate that,
Mm-hmm.
like if this implant basically like worked directly with your brain, you know,
Yeah.
then if you can manipulate your eyes and then manipulate like your body to make it feel.
Right.
Like you could be sitting in a chair, but it can make your brain thinking that you're walking, along with your eyes thinking it's seeing that you're walking, but you're not really doing anything. Like this whole world could be something completely different. Like this whole world looks way too neat and pretty. Like I'm wondering if it's actually a real shithole, but like
It's a
everybody
shithole
has
country?
these rose-colored glasses on, basically,
Yeah.
that makes everything look nice.
Either that or this is a tie-in to the Matrix and everybody's in those gel pods and they're going to be birthed.
I think it's I think the main twist is going to be this is another park.
So when you say the implant, that was something. So Gerard or Jerry or whatever, the guy at the very beginning that died, he took this wafer tablet that looked very like electronic. Was that
Yeah.
the implant that you're talking about, or something
So
like connected
that
to it?
connects basically, I believe, with the implant.
Okay.
I believe you have this implant like in the roof of your mouth. I think there's even like a preview on one of the longer previews of the whole season that shows like William. It looks like they might be trying to put an implant in him or maybe taking it out. I don't know.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it kind of goes in the top of your mouth. These little wafer things can interact, with giving you a certain feeling or high or whatever it is.
Yeah, everybody's taking.
But I have a feeling like the implant can probably do that on its own, maybe, and doesn't need these little wafer things.
Yeah.
Also, like Caleb. So Caleb says his is turned off. I have a feeling you think it's turned off, but it never gets turned off.
Yeah, old whatever you call it, Robo Hobo Ham can probably just turn it on.
Robo
Robo.
Whatever the name of that robot AI is that the
Oh yeah,
the one-
Rochambeau.
Yeah, Rochambeau. I have no idea. I cannot remember for the life of me how to pronounce it.
I think it's Rehoboam.
Rehoboam.
Yeah, it just rolls right off the tongue.
Rehoboam.
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 Yeah.
Robobum.
Yeah.
Rehoboam.
And now it's like out of the Bible or something too, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think
does that mean?
Rehoboam's dad was Solomon or something, I believe, right?
Oh.
And then he eventually like took over this land and like decided to basically make it worse for the people. Like says something crazy like my little finger is thicker than my dad's loins.
Whoa.
And that his dad ruled them with whips, so now he's gonna rule them with scorpions. So basically gonna be harsher on them.
Not much of a carrot family, huh?
So does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Does that
carrot
mean
and a
we're
stick.
gonna find out that Robo Hobo Ham's father is actually Caleb, who's a host of Liam Senior, because he is a solemn man?
Sure.
It's just as sound as any other theory you'll read on Reddit.
Yeah, Liam Sr., he's dead. Rehoboam probably killed him.
And made an anomaly in Caleb.
Yeah.
Everybody's a robot.
Maybe.
Everybody's a robot.
We'll find out.
I mean, Caleb got shot in the head already, so
Yeah, apparently.
maybe
so,
he's
yes.
half robot.
So we do get introduced to Caleb, who's Aaron Paul's character. Better call Aaron Paul. Ex-military, robot took our gerbs kind of guy.
You know what those robots are called? George. They're
Well,
all called George.
They're all George?
Yeah. That's no joke. So Mike tasked me last night with looking at the Delos Incorporated website. I cannot talk today. And it talks about their products and a lot of other things. And that particular that particular robot is named George. And it talks about,
Well, I'll be
I don't know
damned.
if you can see, Mike.
Yeah, yep.
But
I will name him George, and I will hug him and squeeze him.
That's what I was going to say.
yeah, there's a lot of really interesting information in here, though. That's just like they really went above and beyond to create this website because it's just like Easter egg after Easter egg after.
I don't feel like that should be my day job.
It's interesting. But there's like a 3D thing. You can like spin it around and see like what it does, and it's pretty cool.
Could you imagine that being your day? Well, like as a web person, like your day job is just to make bullshit Easter egg sites for tie-ins to shows.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, I'm making stuff with golf clubs.
Oh, you know, you're providing a service to the world. So.
Providing a service to the rich 1% who rules Westworld, or the world behind Westworld, and their gods are coming, and they're going to say, hey, you're the bogey. That's all I got for that.
I do have to say, I think that a robot, George,
Yeah.
is stupid.
Why?
Because any person that creates a robot that has to have a moving head, like this, a construction robot, there's no reason for it to have like this moving head. Just put the sensors all the way around, and you don't have to have this moving part.
Okay.
Come on, all right?
All right. Well, don't make it human-like at all and
That
interesting to look at.
too. Yep.
Don't make things aesthetically pleasing for a show.
Right. Why would you do that? It's terrible.
But it's a construction robot.
Yes. Or, yeah, it does construction as well as, hold on, I will tell you in just a second. It does site surveying and demolition and electrical and HVAC. It's coming for your job, Mike.
Oh,
I
shit.
know. It's going to be a while,
They
though.
took your gerb.
I'll need that $1,000 a month pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything about, like, companionship for human workers?
No, this is all very, like, it's very industrial.
Okay, so it doesn't need to sit up there on the steel beam taking a lunch break.
Correct.
What
Yeah.
if Caleb actually is a George? And his reality is so augmented that he thinks he's human. Like he sees his robot body, but when he looks at his robot body,
He sees
it's
hands
actually
and,
human.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
So when his mom says you're not my son, it's because he's a fucking George.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Amazing.
My son would never be a fucking George.
I didn't name him George.
So he's
Name him George.
so Caleb's has his post-traumatic stress disorder from military service and things like that. How soon did everybody here catch the fact that Francis wasn't real?
Oh, almost immediately.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I figured.
Same.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that kind of was reminiscent of Black Mirror, in my opinion. Like this therapy, this type of process that the therapist is putting him through to talk to his dead best friend. It's just the creep factor is way up there, in my opinion. Like you're not going to want to talk to somebody who's dead in order to move on. You know, that doesn't make sense. And then also there was an episode, not to make this a Black Mirror podcast, but there was an episode of Black Mirror where, or actually a couple where they would do things like that, where they would take all this data from online social media and emails and things like that, and basically create this character that you could interact with like an AI, but has the tone and voice and sounds like and looks like your person that you're trying to emulate or person that you're trying to communicate with. So anyway, it was just very creepy, though, in my opinion.
It's probably just Rehoboam, trying to get more information from,
Could be, yeah.
just to be able to
that
use
data.
and manipulate the world.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
So yeah, he has this job. He basically runs fiber all day long, working construction sites, and they have this financial issue with his mom in this kind of hospice care or medical care facility.
Yeah, apparently they didn't fix healthcare in the future.
No.
Yeah.
And he's trying to figure out how to make some money, and I'm assuming it's for his mother, but I don't know that for sure. Do you
Yeah,
guys?
it kind of seems to be that way. Yeah, using the Rico app,
Yeah.
you know. But he doesn't do personals.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you guys think personals are, and what the hell are these stats that he keeps talking about?
So personals is like murder, kidnapping, things like that.
Okay.
So I think even Jonathan Nolan said that that specifically, that's what that is.
Okay.
And what else? What?
He keeps talking about his stats. He needs to get his stats up or his
probably
numbers
like-
up.
It's probably like your Uber driver
His
stats
numbers are
for.
shit. Like, what does that mean?
I bet if you have low stats, you can't get the highest paying jobs on the Rico. Like if you do a quality job, your stats get higher and higher.
Okay.
The more dangerous stuff you do, and if you, I guess, do well at it, because if you had higher stats, you're probably going to be called in to do some risky stuff, and whoever's going to pay a lot of money for something that they guarantee need done, like I need this person murdered and blah blah, you're gonna want the best of the best. So that's probably a way to get stats.
Yeah, but then he goes to like trying to get a respectable job, and then gets this this non-human calls, basically saying like you aren't a good fit. But he mentioned earlier, I don't know if you guys caught this, but he was talking about how he needed better numbers for that. So
I think there's two different ones. I think there's the criminal one, and I think there's actually a real life one, kind of like the Black Mirror, another Black Mirror episode,
yeah.
where everybody's rated on different things. Like if you greet someone bad, they can rate you on the app and lower your star rating.
Yeah, and just because you have a low star rating, they can lower your star rating even more.
Yeah,
interesting. Okay, yeah,
I guess.
but yeah,
I thought the ATM thing was a little weird. I guess they still use cash in this future. That just seemed a little odd, but I don't know. Maybe it's an illusion.
maybe.
There actually is no cash there. It's just augmented reality.
Well, assuming you're getting, like, on the Rico app, when you're getting paid, motherfucker, like, they said on the, the behind the things that's like a blockchain app. So you're probably getting some kind of cryptocurrency with it.
Yeah.
If it's a blockchain
I
app,
meant when they blew up the ATM, there was cash in it. That
right,
blew
yeah,
out,
but I'm
so-
saying,
oh, yeah.
like, can you only, like, what kind of cryptocurrency does the Rico app pay you in that you can actually exchange for healthcare services?
No, yeah, that's true. It seems a little strange even that app exists when Rehoboam exists. Like, I don't know. It seems a little strange that it can't access that. It almost seems like that Rico app is probably actually a part of Rehoboam.
Oh, it has to be.
Well, and it would Rochambeau
Rochambeau.
would also know that you're probably going to become somebody that's going to use Rico.
Yeah.
If it's as
All-knowing.
smart as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this Rochambeau knows more of the nature of human beings, and that stuff like this is going to exist pretty much almost no matter what. So if Rochambeau controls that, that crime type of living, which is already going to happen, if that's controlled by Rochambeau, then it's balanced. It doesn't get out of control.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know. Oh, by the way, do you think? I was wondering if that was Evan Rachel Wood and Aaron Paul on that Rico app. Because it almost looks like Evan Rachel Wood saying, you made money, motherfucker. And then in the background, it kind of looks like Aaron Paul a little bit.
It could be. I didn't look that close. That'd be a fun little Easter egg for sure.
I don't think it is.
Why? Do you know her boobs that well? Her cleavage?
Yeah, kind of. I think I do.
Yeah.
I think Evan Rachel Wood's relatively small in the chest, isn't she?
I don't know. Maybe they got bigger since 2 years ago.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, what do I know? Speaking of Evan Rachel Wood, though, Sarah's obsessed with the dress.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm actually obsessed with all of her outfits. But
So was that No, that's sorry. That was cool. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. That one dress, she was in this little black dress walking up the stairs and just does this rip reveal, and like this whole like evening gown like just flows down off her body. And I know how they did it. And I want to make one so bad, but it's just insane how effortless that looked, and how beautiful it was. But there were just a couple of like strange costume changes. And I say costume, but like her outfits in particular, like she's wearing this white, very modern looking dress, flying to the States, right? And then the next scene you see her in a black jacket, red mini skirt. And then you see her riding this bike in this mini skirt. But the thing is, the skirt is riding up her crack. I'm sure you noticed that, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
But skirts don't do that. Not like that. So whoever was riding that bike had to have been wearing shorts, but she wasn't wearing shorts. So it was just like, I don't know. It was just really weird, but I love that dress. Absolutely love that dress.
So do you know, is that dress, that's not CG? Is that an actual
That's an actual
thing?
dress, yeah. So you can tell, like, if you watch that clip again, you'll see how it's constructed is she has this really tight-fitting skirt, right? And then the top is a little looser.
Yep.
And so when she pulls that, all of that fabric that flowed down her body that was very skimming it tucked in that top. So it's really two dresses in one. And so when that flows down, then obviously that hides what she was originally wearing because it lays underneath.
Because I was just wondering, because there was two different camera shots when she did that. It wasn't one continuous shot.
Oh,
like she pulled it a little bit,
yeah,
and then it cuts, and then it flows more down.
No, I mean that was real. That was absolutely real.
Cool.
Yeah,
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
It'd have been cooler if then she ripped that dress off.
And it was Teddy underneath.
Oh.
There was people at that party that noticed too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And they were like, whoa, did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not exactly trying to keep a low profile.
Yeah. I'm just wondering where she got that dress, actually. Because, like, nowhere can you just buy something like that.
Well, she took all Jerry's money.
Yeah.
She got Jerry money.
She got Jerry money.
She went to Jerry.
Oh, okay.
Jerry.
My thing is, all of the vehicles in the future look so uncomfortable to be on or in.
Yeah. Oh, I just thought of something. That,
what?
Speaking of Jerry and his money, so she stole his money.
Yeah.
But then, and Jerry dies.
Yes.
And then his wife, she's like, I freed you. Cool. You also took all our money. What the fuck am I going to do? Now I get to live on the street. Thank you.
Did she say she took all of it or just helped herself?
I don't know. I'm assuming she just took all of it. She
Yeah.
probably didn't take all of it, I guess.
Yeah, maybe not.
You know what? Yeah, there's probably still money. I'm sure he's insured or something.
There's gotta be all
death insurance.
Yeah. There's
Sell
gotta
the
be.
house.
There's money
Never-
coming.
all
Yeah,
right.
she'll be fine.
Never mind.
Don't worry about her. Don't worry about you. What's her name? Eunice or whatever?
Eunice.
Was that her name?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it was Eunice.
Okay. I don't
Yeah.
think I didn't remember them ever saying her name.
Yeah, he's like, Eunice, wake up.
Oh, wake up, Hilda!
That
I
whole
invented
first
a
scene
maneuver.
confuses me. Like, so that... so Insight also, I guess, has things that control people's homes. That little device actually
Yes.
said, like, Insight in the corner.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, it said something about the oxygen level's low. The CO2 was like 2,200 parts per million for CO2.
Mm-hmm.
But she puts, an oxygen mask on Jerry?
A gas mask of
So-
some sort, yeah.
So he doesn't die. But Eunice doesn't have a mask on, and she's fine. I don't understand.
Maybe it was like a sleeping gas. That would make more sense because Eunice isn't waking up and the music is blaring and he has this gas mask on. So it makes you kind of think like whatever was in the air, she wanted Eunice to fall asleep, but Jerry to wake up.
All right. Okay.
Just a theory. I don't know if that's exactly
No,
what happened,
yeah. I mean, makes more sense, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was just weird that it said like the level of CO2, like low. I don't know. Whatever. He dead. I don't care.
He was in.
I don't want to. You know what? I don't want to get into this and start this season with starting to pick holes on the very first fucking scene.
But then it wouldn't
actually, I was pretty excited about this episode. It was fun to watch, and overall, I thought it was pretty darn good, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
Feels like a completely new show when there's no park in it.
Yeah,
it's
well,
like
we're going to be going back to the park.
Yeah.
Bernard is.
Oh.
He's still retarded.
Do you want to switch over talking about Bernard?
We can talk about Bernard.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what there else is to say except...
Please don't hurt them too badly.
Don't hurt him too badly.
Don't hurt him too badly. What do you think about the music in this episode, Mike? Or the soundtrack? Did it bother you?
I thought it was okay. No.
Okay. Wasn't overwhelming?
No.
Okay.
It bothered me trying to get sound clips for it because there's always music underneath and it's always electronic music. It's always whoa.
Yeah, I didn't really notice like there being too much music or it being too high or low. So
I like seeing Bernard like getting dirty and like working with animals, and he seemed very gentle until that one moment when he wasn't, like just seems like this really just scared, sincere guy.
I'm a big fan of how he's just a couple pieces of gold jewelry away from being Mr. T.
yeah, so okay, he is a fugitive on the run. Nice fucking disguise, Bernard. He looks the same.
What's he supposed to do?
At least, I don't know, shave, fucking I don't know, like...
He's not wearing glasses. And everybody knows
You look
glasses
completely
is a
different.
disguise.
Yes.
I don't know, man. Put a wig on or something.
It's amazing.
Dye that beard blonde or something.
It's weird that she reassembles Bernard just to put the blame on him. And
right, that's what I was thinking. I was like, so she made him and set him free and then blamed him.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it does kind of make sense,
Didn't she say something in like the last season about how we're going to fix the world but not as friends, or we're going to fix this situation but not as friends? So maybe
I think so.
Maybe that's kind of how that was meant. Like
there's a Charles Xavier Magneto thing going on there.
Yeah, you have this role, Bernard, and it's not to be my companion but to take the brunt of the blame.
Yeah. I find it weird that Bernard is working at a meat factory. Just seems a little odd.
Well,
and I think they had, so it looks like that plant has, I guess, both organic meat, because that one that was hurt, but also it looks like in the factory, like they are actually making synthetic meat in a way.
Maybe, or maybe that's just how they're slaughtering the cows.
Yeah, could have been. I'd have to go back and watch it again.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think is in Bernard? We know one is Bernard. Is the other one Ford? Is the other one Arnold? So, one before that. So his name is Armand Delgado. That's an anagram for damaged Arnold.
Oh, okay.
But
I didn't
don't know
catch
if
that.
that's just to throw you off.
Did you get that off Reddit?
Yeah, of course I did.
I
think I came up with this?
I would love it if you had. It's like Mike's there figuring out all the names. And it's like, hey, man.
It's complicated.
But it almost seems it doesn't seem like it'd be Arnold and Bernard. It almost seems like maybe Ford and Bernard.
I think
because like Ford has said things like to Bernard, like, you wouldn't lie to me, Bernard, would you?
Mm-hmm. So like when he's self-assessing and trying to figure out if Dolores has been in contact with him, that was really interesting. He seemed really scared.
Or
nervous.
When he was diagnosing himself?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it makes more sense for it to be Arnold because we know Arnold and Ford together kind of orchestrated the massacre.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? Arnold I believe has said that too. Probably, he's probably said But I think he has said it to Dolores.
Dolores, yeah.
Like, you wouldn't lie to me, Dolores, would you? I think that line was something Arnold said before.
Because I think we had ended up figuring out that some of the interrogation scenes we saw wasn't Bernard, but it was Arnold in the past,
Yeah.
in the previous mix-up of a season.
Something like that. So it just seems like one's real violent and the other one is nice Bernard.
Right.
Well, the reason I thought Ford is because Ford fucking kind of went crazy like last season, like machine gunning people and stuff inside Bernard, using Bernard.
But then we discovered,
Right?
but then we discover it wasn't Ford. It was Bernard trying to keep himself sane and justify his actions. There was never any Ford.
Yeah, but is that still kind of happening in a sense?
Yeah, probably. Except that
I don't know.
now we don't see Ford. Like Ford was just his justification for those actions. But like he was never there to begin with, and he says that before he kind of wipes his mind.
All right.
So now he just turns himself into Crazy Arnold.
Oh, get anything else? But so Bernard is going back to the park.
Yeah.
But so I guess anybody can just travel to the park on any fucking boat. Like, is there no security?
I mean, why
I
not?
want to know if.
It's like Jurassic Park. There's always a way to get
We'll
to
find out.
Dinosaur
He had
Islands.
he had a fat stack of money. He has a fat stack of cash, and this guy did not look happy about trying to take him to West. So this might be like a big hassle, but he's willing to do it because he needs a payday.
I'll be curious to see how Bernard can get back in, especially since he is the most wanted man by Delos. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll probably just find him in the park. We won't know any of that. And that's like, go, he made it in. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We don't need to know the very intricate details of like how they stuck him in.
He's going to Bruce Wayne himself back to Gotham.
Yep.
He might just have to swim in, like just, all right, this is your stop 2 miles away from shore. You got to swim a couple, swim until you see land.
Yeah. It does seem like Bernard has maybe been tracking a little bit of what Dolores is doing, or he just already kind of knows what's coming, is assuming he knows what's coming. Because he says before those guys get all busted up by old Bernie,
Feel the Bernard.
that something very bad is coming for you all. She has had months to plan, and Bernard can't save them. So
Yeah. Yeah. That, I mean, maybe he
feel the
knows.
burn.
Okay. Let's jump to Charlotte for a second.
Sure.
So she's in a board meeting, I'm assuming, taking Devos private. This is when we find out it's been 3 months since the massacre, and that they have blamed Bernard for orchestrating it, right? Unless we found that out another time. Do you guys know?
Well, I don't trust anything when it comes to timelines in Westworld, but yeah, we could assume that it's happening the same time Dolores is out and about.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That mute button was freaking awesome, though.
Yeah.
Is that part of the
I'm
implant?
gonna mute you guys right now.
Oh, no.
So presumably trying to take it private so they can start, make hosts again and things like that. I'm just curious how long it actually takes to make a host, because Dolores printed off a new Dolores. She printed off a new Bernard. She printed off a new Silver Fox. It's like, it can't take that long to make one.
Yeah, probably not.
These machines running
Could be.
around the clock.
So do we think the missing person is William, right?
Maybe. I was going to ask that question too.
The board member?
Who
Yeah, that's
is
definitely William.
Who is him? And who's the proxy? Like who designated that computer to be proxy for him?
I think it's William that
Okay.
And he's probably healing up.
Well,
Because he's
except
still alive. I mean, and just because of the previews for this season, you see him. He could be a robot, but
Yeah.
I think
I highly doubt it.
haven't we established from the last scene of the last season that William's dead in this timeline, and that's like way in the future Robo William?
Yeah, okay, so that just shows it's way in the future. It doesn't show anything about William actually being dead in this timeline. That's supposed to be like way in the future.
Yeah, this is only 3 months since. Like, it's possible that William's still alive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just assumed that I just assumed that he never made it out of the elevator in the real world.
Yeah, because William has found his destiny, and that is to save the fucking world. Mm-hmm. That's in a preview. Spoiler alert!
Yeah, well, I didn't watch any of the promos leading up to this, so.
All right. Did I just ruin it all for you?
I mean, I saw like I guess like it was the Westworld Twitter or something like that, where I saw a picture of him, so I know he's in the season. But yeah,
okay.
I don't know what the hell's going on like ahead of time.
Yeah, but even with those previews or anything, like, shit, man, they throw you off pretty well. So who knows?
So let's see what else.
Circle back to Dolores. There's some stuff we didn't touch on.
Yeah, we can circle back.
Okay.
Do you guys want, before we get into any further, do you guys want to talk about at least the new intro real quick?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to. What are your thoughts on it?
I thought it was pretty cool. I wonder, so like, you got that eagle going into the jet engine.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like freedom being stripped by technology?
Ooh, wow. You'd be really good at writing art explanations.
But also it could be like another thing, like the whole Icarus thing. Icarus and Daedalus. Like Daedalus wasn't like Icarus's dad, but Icarus didn't listen to his daddy. They made like these wax wings, and Icarus was told not to fly too close to the sun or too low to the ocean because it would, wash away the wings.
Yeah.
But he flew too close to the sun, melted the wings, and fell into the ocean. Yeah. Kind of like how we see, then we see like the kind of the creation, the two fingers going together, like docking.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then you see like the robot kind of falling down into the water. Is this like kind of showing that Dolores is going to fly too close to the sun? Like she thinks she's a god now, so she's not going to listen to anybody. Fly too close to the sun and then down into the ocean depths, and she is no longer like the god, and Rohit Shomboam is now the god.
I really like this artistic theory that you have about like this intro. This is really cool. Yeah, like you're taking like this, because really I was just like, I look at it, I'm just like, okay, maybe there's meaning behind it, but maybe it's just more of the same. It's just a different season, let's just change the pictures up a little bit. But I really like this in-depth thought that you've put into it. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. Yeah, I agree with all of it. I agree.
Right. What about? It kind of reminds me too of like when is it Jim Delos? Daddy Delos.
Daddy Delos.
Yeah. His name Jim?
I don't know.
When he said that one thing in like the last season, do you remember what it was? Like there was never like two people, or there was when you look up from below, it's just the devil's reflection looking down at you or something, or it's your own reflection. Mm-hmm. Like when you see the two robots coming together, or if they are robots, I don't know, during the creation thing. Mm-hmm. I don't know. They definitely play a lot on different things in the Bible, though. I know that. I mean, they have throughout the season, so.
I'd like to think, going back to the design of the whole new show intro, that, we see that robot connected to the circle, dipping back into the red fluid.
Oh, yeah.
I like to think that round room is the control room, and with all the red lights, and the robot going into that is Bernard, and he's going to reunite with that bear. And then him and the
bear.
and him and the bear is gonna take down Dolores.
No. Oh my god.
How'd that work?
Oh, that so like even Rochambeau like has those like lights around it that kind of go around it. That kind of looks a little bit like a player piano, a little bit.
A little bit,
You know, like
yeah.
a little bit.
Do, 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 do,
Could be a little something to it. Also, so that Rochambeau is actually the logo for Insight, but it's it looks like a 3D maze. So we have now entered a 3D maze instead of the 2D maze.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just like how they
Zoom
have
out.
it out in the open.
It's just
How Rochambeau's just like out there in like the lobby.
It is a little messed up.
You're kind of like
Yeah.
standing there. You fucking spill your coffee on them.
unless it's a one of those. Gosh, my brain's not working right now. Words are not coming to me.
Replica.
Not a replica. I'm thinking of like Obi-Wan Kenobi, You're My Only Hope. Like what is that? Hologram.
Oh.
Unless it's like a hologram of the Rochambeau, because at the beginning you thought that this guy Jerry was like talking to his broker in real life, or whoever he was consulting with, and then he was just like take care of it, and he just like went away. So maybe it's just like, here's a hologram of what it actually looks like. It's actually much larger in real life, and you're in it.
like it's like a little decoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, maybe.
There was others. Okay, now we can get back to Dolores.
Oh, yeah, sure. So I just wanted to talk about Liam for a second. So Liam Dempsey is the son of the creator of Rochambeau, whatever we're calling it.
Roboham.
Liam
Roboham.
Dempsey Sr.
Yeah, Liam Dempsey Sr. And he reveals that he doesn't really know anything about it, or how to control it, or how to collect data from it. He has very limited access. And later on, Martin Collins, his security person, reveals that this person, Sirac, actually controls the data. So who is Sirac? Oh, and also Liam Dempsey meets with Martell, the woman in the States when they went to LA. Who is she? Who is the person? Who is he that she's talking about with the royal we? Like, we think blah 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 blah. Just a lot of unanswered questions, and I would like to hear your guys' theories.
I know who she is. She's Mantis. and she is hideous.
In this, as this character, yeah.
No,
No,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
also in Guardians of the Galaxy
Oh
too.
no, she's not.
Well, Drax says she is.
She's adorable. But I'm just wondering, who do you think he is? Who do you think she's speaking about with the royal we? And then why do they care about the data? So questions to be answered. Maybe you guys don't have thoughts on it, but definitely like leading up to something there, because he was very not he, but Liam was really upset leaving that meeting because he obviously has no control over what's going on or what he can collect.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the
That
Liam
that
thing.
conversation was very confusing, you know, because the we, well, she said we, so she might have just kind of meant her along with other people that Sarek employs. But the thing is, I don't know who Sarek employs. Just
It's not an anagram for anything.
Could be.
I don't know, but try it out. Koreas.
Yeah. But anyway, so that happens. I have a lot of questions that'll be hopefully answered in upcoming episodes.
Serac the bear.
Serac is the bear. Yes.
I'm assuming Serac is the guy that talks to Maeve. Did you guys see that preview?
I saw it, but I don't remember it.
I did not pay attention to the previews at all, actually.
Okay, so this guy talks to Maeve. He says, like, welcome to my world. And he wants her... He wants Maeve to find Dolores and kill her.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
assuming this guy is Sarek.
Could be.
I still don't know who Sarek is. Like, I don't know if he has a part of insight, and like, is he the one that controls it? But it doesn't really make sense with that conversation if Liam doesn't have anything to really do with it or control.
Mm-hmm.
It was strange.
Yeah. It is strange. It is really strange that Liam is just a figurehead and doesn't have any actual authority over it.
We've got plot holes in the first episode already.
Yeah.
That's not a plot hole, I don't think. I think we're going to find out more. We just need more information like this, you know.
Yeah. But we also found out Dolores is very hard to kill, but we already knew that to some extent.
You have to shoot her in the head.
Is that how you have to kill her?
That's how Bernard did it.
Okay. So, and at first I was like, why the hell so Martin's running away from this situation, backtracking. Dolores, they find out Dolores is not the woman that she claims to be because that woman was a 12-year-old girl from wherever. And, anyway, find her out, try to kill her. She's not dying. Martin, the security guy, goes to the car and he's like, what the hell? You don't know then, but he sees his own body in the car. That's why he was like freaking out. And he's like, guys, come here, check this out. And that's when Dolores like goes after and kills everybody. But when Martin stopped at the park, at first I was like, why the hell is he at the park? Why is he going to this park? You know? But then I realized, that's where the transport thing was, and that's why he was there.
Yeah, I was definitely confused about that too.
Were you? Okay.
Even on the second watch, I'm like, why is he stopping the damn car? Like,
yeah.
I still don't understand. But then it kind of cuts to two guys that, like, I guess kind of hear something. And you're like, oh, that's where the transport thing was. Okay.
Yeah.
It was cut a little strange that it wasn't really easy to recognize.
Right. Yeah. It was just shot in a kind of an odd way. You're just like, where the hell is he going? Like, what's the plan here? But I really thought it was kind of funny how she used her motorcycle to take out that one guy. But that guy took forever to take that shot.
All right.
That's why you shouldn't wait.
Does this mean that there's a lot of questions I have about what Dolores can do? Does she have this? Does she have control over, I guess, Insight Technologies?
Well, she did call the car. Like, you know how she was able to interact with a lot of... She called it and said intercept.
Intercept, but that doesn't mean like, hey, come over here and run this fucking guy over.
Right.
Like,
no.
these automatic cars are going to have safety features to not hurt people or see people.
Yeah.
So she's going to have to override that. So it just drives directly at the guy instead of like, oh, I'm near your destination, come over and ride me.
Yeah. It makes sense that she would have control over
I wish
it.
I could do that there.
That's your Tinder profile.
Yeah, it makes sense that she would have control over it because she had control over the house. You know, in the very first,
because it seemed like she can do this. Yeah.
And it's more like she said, like there's a flaw here. You know, your strategy is terrible because you've created these things that are security measures that are more like me than like you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it kind of makes sense that she would have that level of control over it.
Does that mean everybody's got that level of control over it?
Anybody that's like her, maybe.
Bernard's just going to be like, hey, meat packing place, go ahead and chop these guys up for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he
Yeah.
can access it. That's the thing. Like, what does he really know? And what can he access? And what does he care to access?
Yeah.
Come on, Bernard can't do any of that stuff. He's retarded. All right. Only Maeve is going to be able to. Only Dolores and Maeve are going to be able to do that.
Yeah, likely. So I guess speaking of Maeve, well, I
Oh.
guess we can say, yeah, Dolores gets, shot at and,
Oh, Caleb comes to the rescue.
yeah, falls into Caleb's arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she gets shot like once in the gut, and she's about to die. But last season she got shot a bunch of times. It was totally fine.
Those were Westworld bullets.
That is true. Yeah. No, that is true. Yeah. Actually, yeah. That makes more sense, probably. Yeah. I'm sure they're different.
Totally.
I never thought about that. And that gun is freaking stupid too. Like,
With the handle
Yeah,
that
it doesn't
comes
seem
off.
like it would work
my
very
cool Samsung folding gun, huh? Brand new.
Samsung folding.
Has 75 fucking bullets too.
Oh, man.
It doesn't seem like it would work that well. I feel like if you'd shoot it, it'd just declip itself and fold back down.
It just seems like a modern revolver, because a revolver will flip open like that. Mm-hmm. But I gotta have my flippy gun. That's how Dolores feels.
So then the only thing left, I think, to talk about is Mike's favorite thing, and that's post-credit scenes.
Oh man, the shit fucking makes me so goddamn mad.
Why?
When the fucking credits roll, the show's over. Okay? Stop doing this pretentious bullshit of you gotta watch through the credits. Oh, did you see the post-credit scene?
Why is it pretentious?
It's fucking stupid. Just if it's part of the show, put it in the show. When the
But
credits
it's-
roll, the show's over.
It's a fun little hey, check me out.
It's not fun. It's bullshit.
Nah.
I don't want to watch your stupid credits. Nobody watches the credits, man.
I watch the credits for the end credit scenes.
Exactly. So
And
just put it in the show so I don't have to watch. Do
and
you
to
fast
see
forward
the-
through it or do you just sit through it?
We just sit through
It's
it.
only a minute long.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. No, ain't nobody got time for that.
I sit through the intro. So why wouldn't I sit through the credits too?
I fast forward through that a lot of times.
Oh well, see.
He has
The only one I always never did was Game of Thrones.
Mike's got this tight schedule. He's just like,
Hey, I
come
got-
on.
I got shit to do.
I got shit to do.
No, I just seen it before. I just
Social-
feel like I'm just waiting for the thing to happen. I'm like,
Social
you
isolation.
are.
I could be spending these 2 minutes watching Pornhub.
I don't
That's
need to
right.
wait for the thing to happen. I got a button that makes it go faster.
But we see that Maeve's alive and well.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Sure.
somebody put her back together, and she wakes up in Nazi world.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Meanwhile, this is my rant that it's 2020 and 200% of the things I watched on Sunday had fucking Nazis in it.
Nazis
So-
are fun.
So here's the thing, Mike. I don't watch that much TV. We finally finished Man in the
Because
High...
it's HBO.
Yeah. We finally finished Man in the High Castle. So, I mean, that obviously has Nazis. That's the premise of the show. Meanwhile, you're watching Amazon Prime, and you're also getting ads for Hunters, which is Nazi killers in 1970.
Yep.
So that's okay. And then I decided I'm going to start up Westworld. Westworld starts up with this Lindbergh thing, with apparently has something to do with Nazis. I don't know anything about it. I barely paid any attention to it other than fucking more Nazis. And it's like, okay, well, at least we'll get to Westworld and I'll just see robots and shit. Nope. Very end, we've got Nazis. Why is I watched 2 shows and 2 ads? Everything has a swastika in it. What the fuck?
Clearly, you have a genre that you like.
I don't. They're forcing swastikas on me in 2020. What the shit?
Well, this ties into the show.
Like, if the last episode of Picard, he hits his communicator and there's a swastika etched on it, I'm fucked.
I want to know. I stopped watching it.
Oh, I love it. I can't deal with the sound, but
I can't deal with shitty ass sound that's throughout the whole thing that doesn't even make the show better. Like, it doesn't match any of the tone that anything is happening in that show. I don't want to bitch about that show. Anyway,
That's a different episode.
if you like it, whatever.
I love it.
I wish I could like it because I think the story's good, and I like it, but I can't watch it on fucking mute.
You could.
Maybe that's
You could mute it and put closed captioning on.
There you go. Perfect.
no, because then I can't hear engage.
Oh, God.
Maybe I'll read it. And I will just do his voice,
Do the
like my own voice.
voices. Yes.
So the Nazis thing kind of ties in to what's happening. So Dolores is trying to make her own supreme race of robots and trying to eliminate, the race of humans. Mm-hmm. Just like the Nazis.
Sure, but we don't need to see Nazi world if it doesn't serve a purpose.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where that goes.
It's not going to go anywhere. It's just, Maeve's in Nazi world. We got to go get her out real quick so we can go fight Dolores. It's not going to, it's just going to be like, oh, this is another world we have for some reason.
Yeah, you should probably try to get that black woman out of the Nazi world as soon as you can. And it's probably not a good place for her. Well, actually, it doesn't fucking matter because she's damn superhuman or, super robot. So, that could be fun. We could watch her just eliminate all the Nazis.
So we've got Nazi world and Westworld. We've got this Limburg thing showing up. Watchmen's technically white supremacist too. So it's like I don't remember if we saw any swastikas in Watchmen, but there was definitely Klan hoods and shit. So it's like what's going on with HBO?
Tim, don't you know white people bad?
Sure, but what's that have to do with HBO?
I don't know. Everything is all white people bad now. White people bad.
Picard isn't.
Yeah. Yeah, but they got aliens. Once you get aliens, it kind of, takes the whole thing away.
We got robots.
So I hope we discover aliens here in real life.
I'm just trying to figure out what other shows with Nazis HBO can come up with.
They were going to do one. They were, right? Oh no, they weren't going to do that.
That was Confederacy.
Yeah, they were going to do Civil War
that got
one
canceled.
or something.
I don't know. Well, whatever.
No, it is strange. How many things there are. I don't know. People like World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently a lot. It's just... like I said, Man in the High Castle, it made sense.
With Germans, not Nazis.
Yeah. By the way. So, that was the other thing. First episode of Doctor Who for the season, there was Nazis. It's like, what the shit?
Nazis are back, man.
They're back and they're in a big way. And we need
Nazis
to tell you how
in.
Nazis were bad in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
In case you missed Indiana Jones. Nazis not cool.
Being racist is bad.
Yep.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
And if you are going to be a dick, eat a bag of dicks. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
one
what those
by
wafers
one.
are. Those little wafers that everybody's popping in Westworld is just like a digital bag of dicks.
Mm.
That'd be awesome if it was an option.
I think that might do it for Westworld. Mike, any other shows you're watching? Since you stopped watching Picard?
Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
That's good, as always.
Better Call Paul. Like I said, we finished Man in the High Castle.
Yeah.
And, that was dumb.
I did start watching that Hunter show. I haven't finished it. I probably was 3 episodes in or something. I'll probably go back to it. It was all right. It was interesting.
So was Man in the High Castle until the very last scene.
Uh-oh. I'll probably never watch it.
Yeah, we both got pretty upset by that last scene, but I just like to think that never happened.
I literally
and everything else was fine.
as soon as it cut to credits, I was like, "Oh, fuck off!"
Yeah, we both kind of.
I said that to the screen.
Kind of.
Did it leave it at a cliffhanger? Or?
No, it was just why would you add this?
Okay.
Why is this a thing? Why are people doing this? It was dumb. It was really anger inducing.
Well, don't spoil it.
I won't.
I won't.
But I did.
I don't care about me, but if other people listening, if I haven't watched it, because I heard it's good and worth watching.
It is.
Until
Agreed.
Just-
It absolutely is. And just don't watch the very last few minutes of the last episode and you will love it.
All right.
you'll see a part where it's like, okay, well, I know what happens here. This seems like a logical end to the show, and just turn it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good way to play it. So.
But let's see, what do we have to plug? We've got...
Oh, you could plug that I just finished watching Vampire Diaries, the whole 8 seasons, and I am stupider for it.
Yeah, and Sarah's going to do a whole retrospective episode on that. She's not.
That was amazing. Oh, and I'm also watching right now. I didn't realize there were 8 seasons of this too, but called the Midwife.
There's 8 seasons of that?
Yeah, 8 seasons of Call the Midwife.
I thought that was a new show.
I am halfway through it. I'm binging it like crazy, and I love watching British babies cry. It's my
Do they cry differently than normal other babies?
No, not at all. It's just like, you see them come out of between the woman's legs, and they're crying, and like it's a whole thing. It's really fun.
I was
a lot of pushing, a lot of little push. Okay, now one big push. Oh, the head's born. You hear that over and over again.
Born.
Yeah.
That's the technical thing. Hey, the head's born.
Yeah. But it's a cute little show.
That's yeah, I mean, I'm not watching anything right now except Westworld and Picard. Mm-hmm. Everything else is over for me that I'm interested in.
Your parents said that we need to watch I'm Not Okay With This, which apparently is also on Netflix, and it is some show about this girl who finds out she has superpowers as a teenager, and it's very sassy.
It's good. I watched it.
Did you?
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I want to watch
it.
I think I want to watch Avenue 5 or whatever if that's the name of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I finished watching Lock and Key, but I think we talked about that off air too.
Yeah.
That was a good
Lock
one.
and Key was good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did watch Avenue 5. Actually, I finished watching it last night.
Oh, cool.
I finished the last couple episodes, I think.
Recommend?
I mean, yeah, it's casual kind of watch, so
Okay.
it's all right. It's silly.
We've got quite a wait until the next season of The Orville. I don't think that even comes out this year.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, I don't think so. And it's going to be like a Hulu exclusive.
Oh, wait, there's a season 3, and I haven't watched it. Right?
No, there's not a season 3 yet.
There isn't? I
No.
thought there was a season out.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's a season 2.
No, yeah, and I watched season 1 and 2 on Hulu.
Yeah, season 2 came out last year. And they said that it wasn't going to be back on Fox this year. They were just going to do it directly on Hulu.
Oh. Yeah, that show's pretty darn good. I like it.
But yeah, that should do it. So yeah, watchersonthecouch.com. You can find links to all of our other shows. I know Chris and Debbie did some Stephen King related episodes even following season 2 of Castle Rock, which we haven't watched yet. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else? Oh, I'll plug our Discord server again since it's still just me and Chris in there because we haven't plugged it since Watchmen. But if you want to join our Discord server, it's a little chat room where we can actually probably discuss all these other little shows that we're watching that we're not going to do actual episodes of.
Cool. It's another way to contact us.
Yeah. So yeah,
well
it's me and
like
Chris in there.
Facebook and other ways, but
It might be possible that we could actually live broadcast the audio for the podcast through there. I haven't, like if we're doing a recording session, I haven't looked into that too much, but it's, it might be doable. And then, yeah, we watched His Dark Materials as well.
Oh yeah, we did.
That was really good.
Forget about that.
I
Yeah.
like that a
enjoyed
lot.
that.
I actually wouldn't mind doing a season 2 of that one.
I'd definitely be interested in doing that. Yeah,
Cool.
There's definitely enough to talk about with that show and enough story and, the books and stuff. Maybe if I read them.
Yeah, I'll probably start reading. I have like 12 Audible credits that I need to use. So, yeah, so there's that. Okay, well, this Skype thing went well.
It did. I'm taking it. How are
Everybody
you liking
sounds
it,
good?
Mike?
Yeah, it's good.
Good.
I get to try it out this weekend with Dungeons and Dragons.
Sweet.
because we're being socially responsible and not having people over, but we're still going to try to do it.
Yep.
And
I actually did a yoga thing at lunch today that was virtual yoga with a bunch of people. They all got on Zoom and we did yoga together. It was pretty cool.
Cool.
wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, stay safe and everything
Yeah.
like that. Oh, speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, I know the last time we were closing up Game of Thrones that I was talking about how my Dungeons and Dragons podcast was coming out. There's a whole 2 episodes. So what happened with that is once I started editing them, I really underestimated how long it would take for me to put an episode together. And then we had Watchmen. So doing 2 podcasts at once was kind of time consuming. And then there were some other personal things about doing it where I didn't want to listen to them for a little bit. But I'm past that now. So I'll, those will start coming out. What I'm going to do is there's like kind of like chapters in our campaign. So I'm going to wait until I have all of like one chapter done. And then I'll start releasing them every other week. So those will probably start coming out late spring, early summer. But then once that happens, that'll be on a consistent basis. And that's all I got for that.
Cool. Sounds good.
So until next time, I'm Tim Pickerel.
Sarah Pickerel.
And I'm Mike Daffron.
And have you ever listened to a podcast so full of splendor? Until
Keep
next week.
Questioning the nature of your reality.
That's right. See ya.